Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much. I see there's some people in chat. Hey, Florio. I see that there's some people in chat already. We have Yvette. Hello, Yvette. We have Destination Spooky. Please go like, subscribe to that channel. It's awesome. Destination Spooky, that is. Hey, Kiwi. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Doug. Hey, Doug. How are you this evening? Florio, how are you? Love you. Um, and then, well, let's see. Truth or Demons podcast is checking in, but just so you know, I have her with me. She's here. She's with me to go over this. Me and her have been messaging each other about this whole thing. So we decided to do this together. I'm excited to have Stevie from Truth or Demons here with us. I'll bring her on in a minute. Hey, Sarah. How are you? You know what? I'm just going to bring her on now. She doesn't need an introduction.
Hi.
Thank you for joining me. I know you're super uber busy lately, and we kind of just decided to do this, and we were like, all right.
Yeah.
But first, I want to start off by saying, you guys got to bear with me a little bit with this. I don't know how to bring videos up on this. And so I'm going to be going to my messenger to pull up videos from my messenger, quick ones to show what we talk about. But I want to talk about the actual case. So tonight we're talking about Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan, which I like to give them a little bit more of the spotlight than Mackenzie because they are the victims here and they deserve to be memorialized and this and that. I hate that. Hey, Megan. Hey, Sarah. How are you? There's a lot of people checking in. But I hate that Mackenzie's been so sensationalized. So I'm trying to make it more about Dom and Davion a little bit here. Because in my opinion, and I don't know how you feel, Stevie, but in my opinion, she is not a good person.
No, I agree.
So really quick, and Stevie, you can help me out with this. So this story became a big thing because Netflix did a documentary called The Crash. And this was the first time I've heard about this. So Mackenzie, this happened actually 4 years ago. Now it's become this big thing because of this Netflix documentary. Mackenzie Shirilla and Dominic Russo are in a relationship for a few years. I mean, there's so much stuff out there because she was online a lot, and there was just so much evidence and like the internet just doesn't go away. You can try to delete all you want, people, but it's there. It's going to be there. Unfortunately for her, well, actually, fortunately for the family of Dominic and Davion, unfortunately for Mackenzie, because she is not a good person. Anyway, the relationship between Dominic and Mackenzie was toxic. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was a toxic relationship. They were breaking up all the time and getting back together. And, he lived in his own house. He was 20
He was
or
20. He was 20,
20,
yeah.
living in his own house, but it was next door to from his parents' house. And Mackenzie, who was 17, was living with him.
Yep.
So they were living together in this house, and they would break up, get back together, break up, get back together. There's a lot of stuff coming out about Mackenzie, which I think would contribute to Dominic wanting to not be in a relationship with her. Like, there's stuff about her, and I'm not here to say anything's true or not true. I'm just saying what is coming out. There's stuff about her, basically like an OnlyFans type thing where she's, selling pictures of herself and this and that and doing things like that. I haven't seen it, But,
Did
I
you
will.
see so there were emails released between her and Dominic where he accused her um I don't know if you want me to say that word on your
Yeah, yeah, I'm
show, but
here.
okay, so he accused her of prostitution essentially, and her response was, "Well, it was just my feet." So those are emails that have been released that are
Right,
allegedly between Dom and Mackenzie.
right. So he didn't like, and then there was other ones though. Like
Hmm.
there was other ones that came out like, I think he was more being accusatory. Like there was no trust in their relationship
Yes,
whatsoever on both sides. Like they didn't trust. So like he was accusing her of sleeping with somebody for money, and and I mean it just goes on and on. And this chick just thinks everybody should just roll the red carpet out for her. I mean,
she does.
she is a piece of work. If you guys haven't seen the Netflix documentary is okay. And I hate to say that because I usually love Netflix and their documentaries, but there's a couple more out there. YouTube has one, and then Tubi has one, that are actually better and give a little bit more information than what the Netflix one did. Um, Also, I want to give a shout out to Dominic Russo's sister. She started a podcast called the Big Sister Unhinged podcast. It's really good. She does not hold back. She talks about the whole thing and everything. She talks about the cases. She talks about like what went through. So anyway, so one night they're at a party. Actually, they were going from house to house to house to house. They were trying to, according to some of the stuff that I've watched, there were several places they went to until they ended up at a friend's house. Now, I thought that Davion was already with them when they were going to these parties. But then people keep on saying Davian must have got in the car with them on the way home because they were fighting or something. But I thought he was already with them from
I
the
thought that
beginning.
too.
Yeah, from the
Yeah,
beginning of the night. So they're going around. They're looking for somewhere to party. They finally find this one house, and then allegedly Mackenzie falls asleep on the couch at like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I guess around 5 a.m., 5 ish in the morning, instead of just staying at the house, they decide that they are going to leave and go home. So
hmm,
you see this camera footage of her car driving down the road and making a turn. And as she turns, all of a sudden the car is at top speed, like 100 miles an hour, going down the road at 100 miles an hour and never hits the brake. And she runs straight into a brick building at 100 miles an hour. How do we know this? We know this because the investigators check the black box. So every car has a black box. So they know when if the gas pedals hit, they know when the brake is hit, they knew when the steering wheel was turned, they knew when the car tried to go into neutral, then back into
hmm.
drive and neutral, back into drive, and at no point was the brake applied.
Yeah, and they think that there was a struggle because of the neutral and drive switching.
Right. Which wouldn't you be freaking out? I would be
Yeah,
freaking out if I was driving with somebody and they just full, like
yeah,
started before, and who knows what was going on. I have a,
yeah.
I have a theory. Um, let's see. Let's say there's a couple people. Kristen's here. Hi, Kristen.
Hi, Kristen.
We'll take a little bit of a break for a second. She said she's busy with doing stuff, but just got home from work. She's listening.
Sweet.
Hi, Penny. How are you? Um, let's see. Hi, Matt. How are you? Doug says, "Oh, geez, wow. No shade at folks who do OnlyFans. Not from me. Not for me. Yeah. I mean, listen, no shame in my game. If my feet's going to make me some money that's going to change my life, you best believe I'm going to put my feet up there. No shame in my game.
I love it.
Just my feet. It's it. Hi, Joan. Ladies Fry is here.
Hi,
Hi,
Joan.
Zombies here. Hey,
Hi,
beautiful lady.
Zombie Jane.
Sorry I'm late. I was having breakfast with my eldest. Oh, I hope it was good. And then, oh, Ajing. Ajing from Indonesia, and she is
Mhm.
watching. So I don't know if you've heard of this story, Ajing, or not, but you're getting a story here. And Florio, as usual, is multitasking and listening, which is totally fine. I love you for that. So, my theory, and you may have a different theory, but I'm thinking this because something had to have happened because everybody that saw them that night, they weren't fighting. You know what I mean? They weren't like, there was no drama. She fell asleep, woke up, they get in the car. Now, a lot of people think it's premeditated, whatever, but something had to have happened, right? I'm thinking while she was sleeping, and this maybe I could be totally wrong about this, but while she was sleeping, either Dom went through her phone and saw some text messages or saw something that he didn't like, or while she was sleeping, Dom did something that she didn't like. And when she woke up, he confronted her, or, you know, I'm thinking he went through her phone or something because there was no trust in that relationship whatsoever.
Yeah. I
I'm
did
thinking,
see something where she said when she woke up, she didn't know where he was at first.
right, right. So either he looked through her phone and like saw stuff he didn't like, and then maybe he wandered off and was maybe talking to somebody that, I'm not saying he was cheating on her or anything like that, but maybe he was talking to a girl because she was very jealous,
Mhm.
right?
Yep, she was. Yep.
So I'm thinking that's where it went, and that's why they decided to leave, right? And I'm thinking they got in an argument in the car, and he
That's
was
what I
probably
think.
like, "We're breaking up. I'm done." Because
Yeah.
2 weeks prior to that, there is a video of he took a video. He's like that afraid of her. He was afraid of her. Also, I will tell you, it's not just women that suffer from domestic abuse and all this. And that I said he definitely videoed interactions with her a couple of times because she made threats to him. He also did make threats, but she made threats. But he was videoing the fight they had the 2 weeks before, and she was like, "I'm going to key your car. I'm going to do all kinds of stuff." Right. So
Yeah.
he tried breaking up with her 2 weeks prior. So I'm thinking they're on their way home, and all of a sudden he's like, "We're done. We're over." And she's like, "Well," in her head, "if I can't have you, nobody can." And just floored it and didn't give a shit Davion was in the back seat.
Yeah, I think that I agree with that, especially also since there is that recording of another incident in the car where he was dealing with her and they contacted his mom and they were both texting her, him telling her one thing and Mackenzie saying the other. And the mom actually said to Mackenzie, "Stop lying," because he was trying to tell his mom she's acting crazy and I don't want to be in the car with her anymore.
Right. And then there was that other incident where she said she was going to crash the car, and Dom called his mom and said,
Hmm.
"You have to come help me. She's going to crash
Yep.
the car, this and that, and come get." And like, I don't know, I forget how that got de-escalated, but that obviously got de-escalated. But she was threatening to crash the car prior to this as well.
Yeah, and I think she just left him there that time that he got
Yeah.
out of the car.
Yeah, and then his mom came and picked him up and stuff. So I know that's probably like a really like choppy version of the whole thing. I mean, you guys, I've been literally watching videos upon videos and listening to like jail calls. Now,
Yep.
if I had the time, I would sit on here and share some of it with you because she's in jail right now. Well, actually, she's in a reformatory. She's not
Yeah,
even
she's in a cushy jail.
Yeah, she's not even in prison, which she should be. And
Hmm.
unfortunately, she is serving 2 life sentences, but as 1
Yep.
sentence. So she's serving 15 years, but
15
um
years for two people, but at the same time.
exactly. So it's not 15 years and then another, so she's not serving 30 years, she's serving 15 for 2 people, which I think is insane.
Yeah.
When you listen to these phone calls, if anybody wants me to forward you any of the videos I have saved, I will do that. There's like an hour and a half of phone calls between her and her mother, which we can get into that too. I mean,
Yeah.
her the mother, it's like talking to, like she's talking to, there's 2 teenagers talking. It's
Yes.
insane. but she's in this reformatory, and she's living. It's like she's in college, like she's in a
Yeah, she's
college
allowed
student.
internet access. She's got sugar daddies. She's got her parents sending her money. I'm sure she's making and selling stuff. I'm sure she's established a little bit of a queen bee thing at this point. I mean, some of her former cellmates have said that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's like, "Oh, I got my pod changed today," and like this and that, like her room changed. She's like, "It doesn't have a window, but I like my roommate better." And then she starts to talk that carny stuff, like,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
mom's like, "Oh, well, that's good." And the mom talks back normal,
Yep. It's
and
interesting. They're so fluent at it.
yes. But somebody did crack, so there was an a detective or whatever that was able to crack it so they can
Yep.
understand. Um,
Yeah, and for anyone who doesn't know, it is Carney. A lot of people were saying it was gibberish or a weird form of Pig Latin. It's Carney, which is it was developed. The reason it's called Carney is because it was developed by carnies, like carnival people. It was a secret language to speak to each other so they could scam the patrons of the carnival.
right. And it's like I try to listen and see if I can hear any words in it, and I don't. So I don't. I would
Yeah,
love to.
I'm sure she's known it since she's a kid. If they're that fluent in it,
They're so fluent, but the dad, I don't think the dad knows it.
I've never heard him speak it. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So the parents are also very out. They are out to lunch. Like the dad seems. So I don't know if you saw this, Stevie, but Chris Cuomo. I can never say that last name. Cuomo. Chris Cuomo has a podcast as well, and he interviewed the father and he
Okay.
interviewed the mother. Now he interviewed the mother prior to her appeal being denied.
Okay.
So the father's on here, and I watched a little bit of it. Chris couldn't get a sentence out. He was so unhinged and interrupted him and was like angry, and but who also, since the documentary came out, was suspended from his job.
Yep. Yeah, he made some statements that his Catholic employer did not like.
Right. Um, Doug is saying I had no idea that Carney was a language.
Yep.
I don't know. It's insane to listen to it. It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is. It's so fast too.
It is. It's like and
Yeah, and
then
her mom responds coherently like she didn't miss a beat.
right, she's like, "Oh my god, that's so good." And
Hmm.
that's that. What about your old roommate or old roommate? Oh well, thank
Yeah.
God you got away from that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
It
what?
is wild for sure. They have conversations like she's away at college.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you listen to these, you would never think she was in prison.
Yep.
She has unlimited phone time. She gets an iPad to do like
She
FaceTime
takes
with people.
selfies.
Yeah, it's insane. And then the documentary just didn't make her look good at all. At
No,
all.
agreed. Yeah, that was pretty bad. And that was the first one she agreed to do since being incarcerated because they've done, like you said, the other ones. They did the Hell on Wheels. They did, I can't remember the other one, but it was like when girls snap or something. And she didn't, her and her parents weren't in any of those. They talked to some of the friends. They talked to, like, they showed some of the stuff that happened, but they didn't interview the family in those.
Right. So so me and Stevie were like going on. It's the stuff they get in it's crazy. Well, yeah, but she's getting so many stuff. Like her
Yeah.
commissary is like she's probably the richest person,
Yeah.
and she's not in prison. She is in a reformatory, so she's
Yeah.
not even in prison.
Yeah, they have access to a lot of things. They can have access to like hair dryers and hair curlers,
She gets it all.
makeup, clothes. They can they're not supposed to, but they tailor their clothes. They'll sometimes get in trouble for it, but not very often. There's been a lot of ex-inmates that served time there and served time with her that have spoken out about how easy the life is there and how many opportunities as well. Like they talk some of the ex-inmates talk about how they got degrees and stuff while there, and then they have access to everything, free medical, free education, and Mackenzie's not taking advantage of any of her opportunities. She's not working like she could be, and she's definitely not taking advantage of showing any growth by like educating herself.
Right. No, she's not, because she is so spoiled. She is so spoiled, that she just, I mean, I bet I don't understand how the parents can afford, I don't know how they're affording to do everything that they're doing. Like, I
Yeah.
remember listening to one phone call, and I was like, this is her mother talking to her, right? She's like, "Oh, just so you know, this is the mother. Her name's Natalie, right? Natalie.
Yep.
Natalie's the mother." She's like, "Oh, I sent that message to everyone," and she's like who? And she's like, "Your rider dies." Like, who? What
Yeah.
parent
Yeah.
talks?
Yeah, and then after she gets her the verdict before sentencing, she goes and gets a call with her mom, and she tells her mom to change her Facebook or her Instagram quote to, if you they if you're not doing something right, if they ain't hating. And her
Mm,
mom was like, "Hold on, let me write that down." And she's like, if what, say it again." And I'm like, "Are you kidding? This is what she's worried about right now?"
yep. She's on, it's crazy. She's like on every single, like, she's running, and that was the one reason why Dominic's sister started the Big Sister Unhinged podcast. She said because she's trying to get it so that people don't can't, she's trying to get something passed where
The
people like this.
So yeah, I know a little bit about that.
Okay, go ahead.
So right now there is something called the Son of Sam law in place, and that law states that anyone who has been charged with a crime cannot profit off of that crime, like a documentary or such. I know about this because of Carl Glatzel telling me about the Arnie Cheyenne Johnson thing. Arnie is not supposed to benefit financially from his story, but he still does. So that's how I know about that. But because of the progression in social media and tech, they don't have stipulations in place in the Son of Sam law specifically to eliminate funds that are accumulated through social media. So we have Dom and Davion's parents who have started Dom and Davion's law. They're petitioning it to go into effect to prevent Mackenzie from making money off of this on her social media, because currently she sends photos to her mom and her mom runs her Instagram and she makes money off of it.
Right. And that, it's disgusting. It is
Agreed.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Anybody that makes money, and I'm going to say it right now, Arnie Johnson is one of them that I think is disgusting, who makes money off of murdering someone. It's disgusting. And
Yeah.
what's sad is there's people out there that support these people.
Yeah. The following that Mackenzie's page has kind of blows my mind.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm watching a lot of stuff, but it's because I'm like so fascinated.
Shocked. Yeah.
Yeah, like, listen, so going back really quick, in the hospital, I mean, the detectives were pretty quick on picking up that this didn't seem right.
Right.
They were pretty quick. I mean, while she was in the hospital, they were questioning her.
Yep.
So,
They immediately investigated it because of the two deaths.
right. So, and but I got to give them a props for picking up on, like, okay, this wasn't an accident. This doesn't seem like an accident, right?
Yep.
So, and then, of course, as time goes on, more and more stuff comes out, or more and more rumors come out. You don't know what to believe. You don't know what's true. But
Yep.
what we do know, we have like footage from the police officer's body cam, and we have videos like that I trust.
Mhm.
We are going to get into that in a little bit. So you trust the body cam footage of police officers. You trust, the cameras, the security cameras, and this and that, because it shows it, right? You trust the black
Yep.
box inside the car because it shows it. But they went to the hospital and asked her what happened, and to this day, she claims she doesn't remember.
Yep.
Um, when the cops were in there, she was talking to her mom in Kearney. Now, there's been a couple of different things that people have said. She said, "Can't we just say I had a seizure?" to her mom. I think there was something else. Like, she said, "Well, what can we say? Can we just say I passed out?" So
Yep.
there's been a couple of things rumored around what she said to her mom while they were in there, while the police were in there. But to this day, she claims she does not know what happened.
Right. And then her mom also claimed that she had POTS.
Yes. So POTS. POTS is something with your heart. And in order to have an episode, you have to stand up too quick,
Yep.
and it will make you pass out. It could make you pass out if you stand up too quick.
Yep.
She
It
was
makes your blood pressure increase suddenly, and it only happens when you switch positions, not while you're sitting.
right. Or if you stand up really quick. I know that happens if you stand up real quick, right?
Yep.
Not while you're just sitting in the car driving it,
Right.
you know.
Right. And she would have had a history of it because it doesn't just suddenly come on like that.
And if you pass out, your foot isn't sticking on the gas pedal.
Yep. Yeah, her slipper was actually wedged in under the gas pedal too,
Yeah.
which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, and they said that didn't happen before the crash, it happened after.
Interesting.
So, I don't know how they determined that,
I
but
don't either. Yeah, they also, I feel like there's a lot of stuff we don't know about because of all the times Mackenzie's been on the phone with her mom and her mom says, don't talk about that on the phone. And there's like stuff about the crash she keeps holding back that she wants to say, like there was something about how Davion had been in Dom's lap.
yes. Yeah, so she said, and it was real crass. It just was not a good comment. She said, you know, um, kind of kind of like blaming Davion for Dom's death, because saying like his body was on top of Dom, you know?
Hmm.
I really think that Davion probably was trying to get. I think he was the one that was trying to get. I think he took his seatbelt off and was,
Yeah,
if he
I
had
think so
it
too.
on. If he had it on, he
Yeah.
might not even have had it on. I know Dom and Davian didn't have their seatbelts on. She did, and there was something that people
And
thought.
yeah, I know what you're gonna say.
Go ahead. You go.
No, like yeah, the seatbelt thing was stood out because of how much evidence she herself put on the internet of her never wearing a seatbelt.
Never wearing a seatbelt,
Yep.
but this one night she put her seat, and maybe she put it on right in that moment when she said, "You know what? I'm gonna. That's it. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like, this is it." Um, but uh, so all she's been saying is, "I don't remember this." But meanwhile, she's laying in bed messaging, with um, t- uh, modeling agencies on her Instagram and saying, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." Here's my problem. Forget remorse, okay? Like take just general remorse out of it. Anybody that that survives any type of accident or fire or 9/11 or anything like that, there's survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
This chick doesn't show zero
No.
remorse. No
She
remorse,
only cares about herself.
zero remorse for the love of her life,
Yeah,
according to her.
exactly. Yeah, she even says we would have been married by now.
Yeah, the love of her life. Uh, you know, we know Davion didn't like her because he had her blocked on social media. So we know, so she probably didn't care about Davion, which is very sad. You know what I mean? But
Yep.
I honestly think she thought she was going to die in that crash too.
Yeah, I don't think she cared either way. She
You
was
know,
like, cool if I do, cool if I don't.
right? Or she wasn't even thinking that far ahead. Now,
Yeah.
her
I also
friend,
feel like maybe she was just that narcissistic because she seems so self-involved that maybe she just thought it wouldn't happen to her.
yeah, maybe it's a possibility. Her friend on that documentary brought up, she loves herself so much. Why would she try and kill herself?
Yeah.
Right? Which
Yeah, that was
which
silly.
is a good point. It's a good point. However, when you I mean, she was like psychotically in love with him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and she was not going to. I mean, she wouldn't take no for an answer from him. She wouldn't, you know, when he broke, he was afraid to break up with her. He was afraid she was going to like hurt
Yeah,
herself and this and that, you know. So
yeah.
there was
And they had her ex testify a similar story, like how crazy she was and how she acted and how she always gets what she wants and stuff.
right. So in our research and watching, and me and Stevie are talking about all this, you know, all of a sudden this video comes out. And I'm going to play it for you guys. This video comes out. Now it is the police video footage. The only one that I have on hand is somebody else's video. So this isn't my video, but I'm going to share it just for the sole purpose of everybody hearing it. Now, supposedly, allegedly, and I will say this: in this video, she says that Dominic's sister heard this, and but that is not true. Dominic's sister did not pick up on this. Somebody else on her podcast brought this to her attention. She tried hearing it like 7 or 8 times and couldn't hear it, and finally she heard it and said, "Okay, I hear it now." And with that, I think she goes, "That's Dom." That she thinks it's Davion, not Dom. So I don't know, but anyway, it's a police cam footage, and supposedly it sounds like a male voice saying, "She killed us." And as soon as I saw this, I'm like, "Oh, here we go. Here we go. The paranormal is going to jump all over this. And what's going to happen? Happened.
Yep, it
Now
did
it's
with a quickness.
very quick. Well, first it was this, and then I saw the Big Sister Unhinged. Okay. Let me go to comments really quick, and then I'll go and I'll pull that video up.
Okay.
Because there's people. So Doug is saying, you know, even OJ was taken to court for writing that "If I Did It" book. Oh yeah, and the family's got all the proceeds for that book, which is
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
Florio says, "I have pots, and it doesn't do anything just sitting there."
Exactly. Yep. And
Yeah,
there's been a lot of people on social media commenting that they have pots and that's not how it works. Like
right,
tons of people.
right. Kiwi saying narcissistic personality, 100%.
Yeah. If you just saw one of her videos, you would be like, yeah.
100%. 100%. Florio, she was seen very abusive. Absolutely.
Yeah. And her ex-boyfriend said that too.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Jay Carts. Hey, Jordan. How are you?
Hi,
Thanks,
Jordan.
thanks for popping in. Um, and then, um, and then Florio is saying, yeah, so many people are so quick to jump on these tragedies in the paranormal. It's like, it really is,
Yeah.
because I was I'm just disappointed. All right. So let me make sure. Hold on. Let me just make sure I'm in the right spot here. Okay, I am. So let me come back. All right. I'm going to share the video. Happy birthday, Jordan. Um, I'm going to share the video that people, it's somebody's TikTok video, but it's generally what it is. I told Stevie, I've searched and listened to every video that's been put out. Like there's a court TV video, there's another YouTube video. I hear it in every single video. But I don't know where. I said to Stevie, the only way we're going to know for sure is if we called the police department and it was like, "Do you have the original video?" You know,
Yeah,
because
I have heard some on news reports that I can't hear it. And then I've heard some on other, I don't know, YouTube or TikTok that I can hear it. So I really feel like someone either manipulated it somehow or overlaid something.
absolutely, it definitely was added in there. And I feel bad for the family because the family's like, "Oh my gosh, it's one of them," right? So
Yeah, it's sad.
the family
Yeah.
believes it. The family
Mhm.
believes it. This video has gotten back to the family, and the family believes it. I, however, do not. But
Yeah.
I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to play the video. Um, let's see. This usually takes me a couple minutes. Hold on.
No worries. Take your time.
All right, here we go. So now how can I make this bigger? Damn it. Hold on. Is that bigger? Did that get bigger or no? Or is it just bigger for me? Hold on. You can still see me? All right. So this is the video. Stevie, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? This is tab is using your, I don't know. Can somebody tell me if you guys can hear me? Because I don't think Stevie can hear me. Can you hear me? That's weird. I wonder why. All right. Hold on. All right, so here's the video.
Body cam footage from Mackenzie Shrilla's arrest and noticed this kind of ghostly whisper happening.
How's your head
I
going
wonder,
in?
can you guys hear me? I couldn't hear Taryn, but I can see that you guys could hear her. I can't hear the video either. Can you guys hear the video?
You okay? What's going on?
Can you guys hear that? It's right there.
You okay?
I guess Dom's sister is the one who actually pointed this out, and if you listen to the tape, it sounds like the voice is saying, "She killed us." "She killed us" is literally said right after the officer says to Mackenzie something to the effect of, "I don't want to hurt you." Now, after this was pointed out, some people said that the officer must have heard it too, because it sounds like he says, "What was that?" right after the voice says, "She killed us." But when I first listened to the audio, it kind of sounds like the officer is just asking Mackenzie, "You okay?" Whether he noticed it or not, the fact that this was picked up on body cam footage is really crazy. And even if you don't believe in the paranormal, first responders and police officers are usually the first ones to admit that.
And that, like, there's this weird tunnel sound happening as he leans into that, like, plastic box in the back of the car.
Yeah, I can hear you, Stevie. You can't hear me?
I can't hear you, Taryn. I can just read your lips.
Wow, I wonder why. So you can't hear the video either?
I can't hear the video either, but I can read your lips. I know what you're saying.
All right, I'm going to play the video one more time.
You got it.
You okay?
I guess Dom.
You okay?
All right.
You okay?
So, oh shoot!
Now I can't hear you.
Now you can hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
What the heck?
You know what? I can jump off and jump back in. That might fix it.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Hold on, I gotta bring my sorry guys. What the heck? Literally. Okay, let me get this. Okay. Let me get Stevie back on. All right.
Yay, I can hear again.
Okay, good.
It's probably my phone.
So that's the first thing that came out of this paranormal wise, right?
Yes. Well, so that was the first thing that went kind of viral.
Right.
When that went viral, the actual first paranormal thing that Mackenzie herself did came out.
What do you mean?
With the pendulum thing, where she was going to his grave before she got arrested.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So, right. So this comes out, and then I don't know if I have that video.
I don't think I sent that one to you. I've seen it clipped in a lot of places, but I don't have the full video.
So yeah, so let me see if I can find it really quick. But if you want to tell the story while I'm looking for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So after Dom died, Mackenzie was She was said to not be remorseful, but she was kind of putting on a public show at the same time. They would go to Dom and just Dom's grave. I don't know if she visited Davion's, but she would go to his grave and sit there with her parents, and they had a pendulum out, and they were trying to communicate with Dom with the pendulum, and her dad was speaking in the video saying, "Oh my God, he said he loved you," and she starts crying and says, "I love you too," and they make this huge spectacle out of it, and they film it, which is odd.
Yeah, it really was odd, and I'm sitting here looking for it. Hold on. It's not.
Yeah, I've seen it clipped in so many TikToks, but I've never seen her video, because a lot of her videos that were on her social media were taken down after her arrest because like her phone was taken and stuff. And I can't remember if it was deleted because of some hate she was getting or not, but she made that's what it was. She changed her Instagram name. So for a minute people couldn't find her. She deleted some of the stuff because her lawyer probably told her to, but then she changed her name and then she started posting again.
Yeah, so I don't know. What do you guys think of that? I don't know. I hear it, but like I definitely think that there's so much like interference with like, the office, and there was another officer there. So like people are like, "Well, who's he answering?" There's
He was
another.
asking her if she was okay.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm like he didn't go what? He didn't say what? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh," he said something okay. I really couldn't hear it because there's a lot of background noise. There's a lot of interference. There's a lot of this and that. I think somebody heard something, enhanced it, and made it sound like she could. It's not.
It's audio pareidolia in my opinion, because I can hear it when I know what I'm looking for, but when I just listen to it and I don't know where that spot is, I just hear really weird tunnel sounds.
Right. Yeah. And that's how like the audio is so hard to hear. And they're saying this, and it's just like, because then people are bringing up with, remember that case where the Chris
Chris Watts?
Watts. Thank you.
Yep.
Chris
I remember that.
I remember they were walking through the house and they were hearing like the EVPs, you know what I mean? They brought that, somebody brought that up too, but I don't think that this is that case. I think, of course, then the pendulum thing comes out, and then I'm subscribed to a Big Sister Unhinged, and I sent Stevie this. So I'm going to share my screen, and
If I lose sound, I'll just watch, and then
I
when
don't
you're
know
done,
why you
I'll
would.
turn it. I'll leave and come back again. It's probably my phone because I'm trying to do this from my phone.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold on. Let me go to this first, if you can't, because I don't want to like scroll through. I want to find. Okay, here it is.
Okay, and I can turn the sound on my computer and listen.
All right, so I'm gonna share screen again. Share screen. Getting better at this, I think. Can you hear me?
I can.
And I can hear you.
Great.
Perfect. Let's see. Kelly has the very do that she. Wait, I don't know. Okay, hold on. Somebody's saying something about this. Officer is saying, "Is that okay?" Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
So wait, what? So this comment right here, Kelly. Who's Kelly? I don't know who Kelly is. Maybe he meant Kenzie, maybe, but no. So it says Kelly has the very do that she maybe fit. So, and the voice is on that one that she got from the police. So the voice is. I'm assuming he's saying that the video
Yeah, I'm not sure.
is on the actual police video. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, legally guilty, factually innocent. I like it. But okay.
Melly, not Kelly. I just saw that pop up.
Okay, Oh, okay.
I'm not
So,
sure. Sorry.
right, so this is another one. It's not overlaid. It is in the video that was forwarded. I don't know what he's trying.
FOI aid. I don't know what that means. Yeah.
Yeah, from the police department. Creators have already checked with the videos that they receive. I don't know. I mean, definitely. Even if it is there, I don't think it's paranormal. I think it's just like
I agree. Yeah.
pareidolia and you know, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's spooky for sure, but I really hate this for the family though.
Yeah. What frustrates me is I'm gonna have to find that link and send it to you, Taryn. But I saw a video where the sister finally heard the voice. She said she'd listened to the body cam footage over and over again. She'd had plenty of people send her links and show her, try to get her to hear it. She said she didn't hear it. But then this one person came as a guest on her show and provided her a new video, and I heard it clear as day in that video when I don't hear it clear as day in some of the originals. So I think there are videos out there that have either been enhanced or overlaid in some way to make it clearer to convince people, because the sister was saying I don't hear it, and then that one video she's like, oh my god, this is the first time I've heard it. And to me, I thought that was kind of messed up, because she was kind of on the, the side of where, yeah, I can see why people would hear it, but I don't. But now she does, and if it was enhanced and it's not genuinely paranormal, it's kind of messed up.
Right. It really is because I'm here. I'm going to share. I'm going to share this now. Sorry, it's so little. What if I do this? Can you see? You can't see us anymore, right?
No, but I can still hear you.
All right, hold on. Let me go back. I want to show. So then I get this. I just want to show you guys. There's a lot of comments. I'm trying to keep up. So sorry if I don't get to your comment, but I'm trying to keep up. But I just want to get to this. So then I see this paranormal activity confirmed. Confirmed. Now I'm not gonna. So I want to give a shout out really quick to the Big Sister Unhinged podcast. Please go check her out because this is from her podcast. And so she's talking to a paranormal investigator. Why can't I hear it?
Oh, sorry about that, if anyone heard that.
What?
There's fireworks going on all of a sudden.
Oh, but you can hear me. You can hear it. Everybody can hear the video, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Are you playing the video?
Well, I was going to play like a little bit like this was so this isn't the one that I thought. I thought this was the one that you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Where the person played it for her like 7 times before she heard it.
Yeah.
So there was a video out on her podcast where it was like, this person played it for her like 7 times and she couldn't hear it. She couldn't hear it. And then it wasn't this one. I feel like it was a female.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was.
And then this paranormal investigator comes on, and I mean, he answered the questions good, I think. I just think he's wrong. And I feel
I understand that.
I feel
Maybe he's
bad.
being into it too much.
I mean, he believes it. He thinks it
Okay.
is. He thinks it is Dominic saying that she killed us. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He does
Yeah.
think it. Yeah, I'm going to get to the comments. I'm so sorry. I'm going to get to the comments in a minute. I'm not going to play the whole video. I just want to play. Where's it at now? Oh, here it is. Okay. So this is Dominic's sister. This is Dominic Russo's sister, and Christine. And she has this guy come on. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit.
Okay. I don't see the video. I just see your Facebook page.
What?
Yeah. And I see, Messenger is up, and then your Facebook page. That's it.
Oh my God. Wait, you can only see my face. You don't see the video?
I see you, and then I see your Facebook page, like your feed, and then Messenger open. But I don't see a video.
But not the video. Interesting. Okay. Let me exit that out and go back this way. What if I do this? Do you see it now?
Nope.
What the heck is going on? It says it's sharing.
Are you sharing the right page, like the right screen?
How's that?
There we go. Now I see it.
Oh, goodness gracious. Sorry, guys. All right, here we go.
So people can check out your other videos. I do know, I found him through,
Let me just. Okay, so here they are listening to the video.
all right. And after reviewing this, I'm actually really interested to hear your thoughts on what
So
you
at this point, she's already when she's already heard it, and like I said, she went through that whole thing with, with the woman. She was trying to hear it, couldn't hear it, and finally heard it. So then she has this guy come on to let him hear it and get his. So this is why she says paranormal activity confirmed.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
think that we're hearing in this. So I'm going to play the clip. Let me pull that up now.
Stones, I'm not gonna hurt you. You okay?
That sounds enhanced to me from the one I heard.
What?
That definitely sounds enhanced to me from the one I heard.
Absolutely.
That killed part seemed so much more amplified than the one I just watched before we came on.
Right. And the one that I just played prior.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and everybody's like, oh, it's, this and that. And, so this guy then confirms to her that, yes, that's a voice.
Okay.
So let me see here. So I couldn't believe it. I said, this can't be happening. I'm like, this can't be happening. This is something that so hold on, let me go back here. Let me stop sharing and come back to you guys. And then, of course, after that happened, then you had all the Hope Paranormals and all the people coming out saying that they're doing spirit box sessions and they're communicating with Dominic and Davian, right?
Yeah, that really upset me.
Yeah. And then the paranormal now is grifting off of this tragedy.
Yep. And I want to say, like, I know I come off a little bit too skeptical in this sense because I am adamant that that is not an EVP, but it's because of how viral this has gone. These videos didn't come out until the Netflix special and everything went viral. Like, everybody jumped on the Mackenzie hashtag and went viral. Everyone's true crime went viral. Everyone who reported on Mackenzie in any shape or form. And I even remember saying to either Taryn or somebody at one point, it won't be long before this turns paranormal. And then all of a sudden we have this EVP of the police body cam footage that has been out. Like, that wasn't news. That's been out a whole year before the Netflix special that I found. I think 2 years even, maybe that goes back from the release date. And like, that's why I think it's fake, because everybody jumped on this bandwagon to make money off of it. And before there was money to be made, nobody was talking about it.
Right, right. And by the way, my channel's not monetized, so I'm not trying to make money off of this, just so you guys know. I wanted to talk about wait, Kristen said the stream is haunted. Way to go. Oh, let me go up here a little bit. So legally is saying, the officer is saying, is that okay? Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Right. I agree with that. Florio, yeah, that's why I think it's overlaid, because it sounds too weird and distorted, but the cop isn't distorted.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, and she isn't, really. Somebody saying hi to you. Let me see.
Hi.
I'm sorry, DB
Yeah,
A
DB
Boy.
going. Hi.
I gotta put my glasses on because I'm getting old, people. I'm getting old. Um, um, yeah, leaving. Oh, that must have been when we couldn't get your voice. Hold on. Wow, I'm behind. I'm never behind in my chat.
That's great. I love it.
It just sounded like a breath to me.
Yeah, in the original footage, that's how it sounds like. It sounds like an exhale.
So legally is saying again, he says, I don't think you guys are seeing my comment. We are. I don't, I mean, I've put it up, but it is on the actual video that was forwarded. I think that's what he's saying, forwarded from the police. Melly actually checked it against the ones she received from the police department.
Interesting. Okay. But the one we heard tonight sounded amplified
Yes,
from the first one.
absolutely. The one that I played earlier, and then to that one, it definitely sounded amplified. For sure. And I just want to say, I did comment on her video, and I comment, I'm interactive on her channel. And I said to her, like, listen, I hope, why do I paranormal investigate? Because I want there to be something after.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
want that. I want to be able to connect with our loved ones and know that they're there. I want that. So I'm not trying to, you know, take anything away from her. I said to her, I said, listen, if you feel that you're having these connections with Dom, then you don't need anybody to tell you that that's what
Exactly.
it
Yeah.
is. Like, you just feel it. Like, I feel like, I'm telling you right now, the video that she had on with the girl, she literally listened to it about to 8 to 10 times before she said she heard it. You know what I mean? And I said, and I said on the video, I don't think there's something like glasses. I don't think that that's a voice. I think that it's, paranoia, but I hope and I pray that you get spiritual connections with Dom for your, like, I pray that you guys have those. I pray that you have experiences, you know what I mean? Like, I hope that you have these experiences with him, but I don't think this is it.
Yeah. And I really hate that people are trying to monetize on it.
Oh my God, the spirit box sessions. I can't even.
Man, there's so many.
And I
Yeah,
can't
if you
even
type
watch.
in Mackenzie Shirilla paranormal into YouTube, you get so many videos.
You do. It's insane. Um, we're seeing it legally. Oh, so Doug was answering. Thanks, Doug. Thank you. Zombie says, blame Annabelle. What I say? Free Annabelle.
I love it. That's so awesome.
Let her out. Maybe she'll fix everybody.
Right? So, when you finish questions, do you want to talk about the post I sent you right before we went on?
Yep, I'll bring that up. Yeah, for sure. Kiwi says, I prefer blaming Stevie's pet gremlin.
Yeah, Ed. He's quite a nuisance.
All right, so DBA Boeing. Is it okay if I just call you, say DB? He says, having had my own experience with people who claimed they were speaking with my late wife and baby daughter. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. It makes me so very angry. It makes the grieving process so much worse. And this is why I cannot stand the people that do those spirit box sessions and do all this and that. Like, they don't think of the families. They don't think of the people that are grieving, because you're not doing it because you care about the family. You're doing it because you're trying to make money off of a tragedy.
Exactly, yeah.
It literally pains my stomach.
Agreed. Yeah. And this is my example when people say to me, why do you care about exposing lies in the paranormal? Because it's not hurting anything. That's what people say to me. But it is. It's hurting real people who have experienced real loss.
Yep, absolutely. DB, I am so sorry for your loss.
I'm sorry too.
So sorry for your losses. I can't imagine. I am so sorry. He said, Melly, not Kelly.
Yeah, that was when I think the creator he was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
He or she. I'm sorry, I don't mean to assume.
Yeah, right. So Vic is saying, and I've seen people do junk like that in person, and it sickens me. Yeah. Oh, okay. Freedom of Information Act is what he was saying.
Got it. Thank you. I'm terrible at abbreviations.
Me too. Thank you so much. Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, is what he was saying. So freedom
Got
of got it. Now I'm picking up what you're throwing down there legally.
Yes, thank you.
Florio says, "Sorry, we have seen so much fakery. I don't believe it. I know it's really
That's how I feel. Yeah, it frustrates me knowing how it works.
yeah. Like I want it to be real for her. You know what I mean, and for the family to because that can bring you comfort sometimes. I want it to be real for them, but
it answers a couple questions for them, and I get that.
Right. Let's see. So Kiwi says, how can family members of victims mourn with so much going on? I know it's crazy.
Yeah. I think that's why a lot of them choose not to do the documentaries for so long, because like you said, this happened years ago.
Yeah. Yep. And, so Kiwi said, Stevie, tell Ed to play with Neptune.
He tends to leave me alone on the phone. He doesn't bother me as much.
Oh, look, Biddle's here.
Hi, Kenny.
Hi, Kenny, the Biddler. Yes, we're debunking, Kenny. We are debunking. Doug is saying this case is so bad, and the paranormal aspect is not needed. It really isn't. I agree, 100%. 100%. It's just like the Chris Watts.
Yes.
Thank God that didn't go further. Maybe it did, and I just didn't see it.
I saw the debunks for a lot of those, so yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I love debunks on that stuff.
Yeah, my favorite one was when the body cam comes in on Chris Watts's house. It pans over a staircase, and it looks like there is a child sitting in the staircase when it actually was a reflection of the posts that are in it and the light coming in.
Yeah. And then there was voices too that they were saying they heard. Just like this body cam footage,
Yep.
Florio says, yes, it is been edited. It doesn't come from the police sounding like that. The thing is, people make huge money off fake paranormal claims. We see it every day. It's so true.
Yep. And the majority of the audiences believe because they want to, and that's fine. I want to so bad.
I want to too. I want to believe.
Exactly. I hate knowing when I've been manipulated and lied to and how that feels. And I just hate seeing people not knowing they're being manipulated and lied to.
Right. So today Stevie sends me something interesting. So again, I apologize. I'm going to share my screen. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let me do this first. I'm going to bring it up first.
Okay.
Now it's not a video, but it's a
Facebook post.
Yeah, it's a post. So hold on. Let me get rid of some of these tabs here. Okay, it's taking a minute. Sorry. What the heck?
That's okay. I was going to say about this thing I found. One of my favorite ways to research is to cross-reference things. And I've noticed a lot of researchers lately are relying on the first thing that Google or, unfortunately, ChatGPT presents them. And I have seen that Google and ChatGPT are now referencing Facebook posts as if they are fact.
Oh, wow.
So when I found this Facebook post, I searched the keywords Mackenzie Shirilla paranormal, and it brought this Facebook post up for me, and it presents it as a fact, but there's nothing to cross-reference it against. So when you see this, just know this post is a one and done. I don't know where it came from or who decided to post it on this page, but there is only one source for it.
Well, and here's the thing. It's not letting me pull this up for some reason.
Oh, of course not.
Hold on. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Okay. Now, let me share my screen. I love you guys for being so patient. Okay. Now, let me see if I can maximize this so that, or can you guys read that, or is it too small?
It's pretty tiny.
I don't know how
Can
to.
you read it? Like, can you read it to us?
I can read it. Yeah.
Okay.
Bear with me. All right. So this is Vinnie Politan Court TV. A secret scrapbook, chilling jailhouse confessions, and a claim that Dom had to die. Explosive new allegations are putting convicted killer Mackenzie Shirilla back in the spotlight. Nearly 4 years after the high-speed crash that took the lives of her boyfriend Dominic Russo, 20, and a friend Davian Flanagan, 18, disturbing claims from a former inmate are raising new questions about what Shirilla allegedly said behind bars. According to former inmate, identified only as Anastasia, Shirilla kept a bizarre scrapbook that included a picture of a brick wall with the word boom written across it. An apparent reference to the crash that prosecutors said she intentionally caused when she drove her Toyota Camry into a commercial building at roughly 100 miles per hour in July of 2022. Even more shocking, Anastasia claims that the scrapbook did not contain photos of either Dominic or Davion. She didn't have pictures of Dom or Davion. I felt like that was cold, the former inmate told Daily Mail. The allegations don't stop there. Anastasia claims Shirilla openly discussed the deadly crash while incarcerated at the Ohio Reformatory for Women and appeared almost entertained when telling the story. And I listen, hearing all her phone calls and everything, she literally sounds like she's having the time of her life at college.
She does. Yep.
It literally sounds like that. Like I've listened to hours upon hours of phone calls, and it's all about her. Like it's all about her. It's all about. Like, she literally sounds like she's having the time of her life.
Yep.
According to the former inmate, Shirilla allegedly admitted she intentionally crashed the vehicle and repeatedly suggested that Dominic's death was somehow necessary. Now, I'm going to say this. This is supposedly an ex-inmate. Like, who knows if this person is trying to, I know she wants to remain anonymous, but this is hearsay.
Right.
Unless there is this book that people can get their hand, that somebody can get their hands on to see if this is true.
And I want to add on to your point there about the hearsay thing. When I was browsing all the paranormal videos that people were putting out, there were people that were misquoting former inmates that claimed to have spent time with Mackenzie and saying that they confirmed these things when they did not.
Yeah, like people just in the paranormal, they just say shit just to say shit to
Exactly. Yeah, because they just think people will believe it.
Right. So according to the former inmate, she allegedly admitted that she intentionally crashed the vehicle. I can't imagine her saying that to anybody.
Yeah, she should not be that dumb.
I mean, she's I just can't imagine her saying that. I mean, her whole stance is she doesn't remember. And she's just going to keep on saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Those claims directly contradict Shirilla's public position. Since her conviction, Shirilla has maintained that the crash was a tragic accident. In the recent Netflix documentary, The Crash, she said she suffers from POTS and claims she lost consciousness before the collision. But Anastasia says she has never witnessed Shirilla experience any such episodes while incarcerated. And I have heard that several times. That
Me too, from different inmates. Yep.
Yes, that there's never been an episode of POTS. The former inmate also alleges Shirilla made bizarre statements blaming supernatural forces for what happened.
Yep.
She said, drum roll,
here it comes.
The devil made her do it. I think we've heard this one before.
Oh my God. When I saw this, I was like, no way.
I think we heard this before. It's funny that I brought up Arnie Johnson earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're saying she said the devil made her do it. She said
Yep.
the devil was pressing on her foot.
Yep.
Anastasia claimed. Now the devil, I feel like somewhere along there's so much out there now, right? That someone suggested that Dominic was pressing her foot on the gas pedal.
Yeah.
And now that is one thing. So, but now this person's saying that she's saying that there were supernatural forces, and she said the devil made her do it. I think
Yep.
she's watching TV. She's watching a little bit too much TV.
Yeah. And I think maybe that came from another paranormal claim that I'm hearing. So there's some people claiming that this accident happened at a mythological crossroad, as in an intersection where three roads come together, and someone tried to blame the pagan goddess Hecate, I think, and saying that she was making a sacrifice to that goddess. That's not how that goddess works, first of all. But yeah, so people are taking all these things and trying to build a paranormal story from them because this makes sense to this. Like, if she's making a sacrifice, then sure that it makes sense that the devil made her do it. So it blows my mind how these stories build on each other.
It really is. Do you want me to keep reading past that? Because I mean
You
that
don't have to. Yeah, it's a lot.
I mean
I was shocked by that one part, and he doesn't really explain more, I don't think.
no, the allegations are the latest of a string of controversial reports involving Shirilla behind bars.
Mhm.
Disciplinary records have been previously revealed. Accusations of rule violations, including possessing prohibited materials and engaging in inappropriate behavior while incarcerated. The case itself remains one of the most talked about criminal prosecutions in Ohio history. Let me say, the judge at sentencing, the judge famously labeled her "hell on wheels." Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's what one of those shows was called.
yes, that was better than the Netflix documentary.
Yeah, I have noticed, unfortunately, that Netflix tends to choose a narrative to highlight.
Yeah. So she's supposed to be paroled in 2037.
Right. And a lot of her ex former inmates are saying, due to her behavior and how she's been acting the past 4 years, she's not going to get it because she has to get parole, to even get noticed for parole, basically, because a lot of them just get automatically denied, especially if they don't work on themselves. So to be noticed and even acknowledged for the possibility of parole, she has to apply herself, meaning she has to take classes, she has to get an education, she has to take advantage of work programs, she has to show remorse. She hasn't done any of that.
Yeah, nothing, no remorse, like no remorse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's on the sugar daddy website. She's making money. She has her mom running her social media. She's allowed to send her like a select amount of people photos. So she takes selfies from the prison and sends them to her mom, and her mom posts them for her.
Oh, and her mom is just, I mean, you guys could search Mackenzie Shirilla, and it's just and like you can just search Mackenzie Shirilla, and it's just a slew of hundreds of videos out there. And then, like Stevie said, the paranormal side of it. I mean, it just I cringe. I can't take it. And these poor families like that just I mean, I think the worst out there is Hope Paranormal. I mean, he's just really bad. He's terrible. He's a horrible human being. I mean, he has enough of a following that these things could get back to the families. Like he did Nancy Guthrie, like, and he, like, I just I can't take it.
No, I understand. Yeah, it's very frustrating.
Um, let's see. Money gets in the way of real paranormal investigations. That's from Kiwi. You're right.
Every time.
But yeah, I literally I want to believe that there are, and that's what I said to her on the podcast when I commented. I said, I hope you get signs from Dom, and I hope you get signs from Davion, and I hope you have experiences, but let that be personal. Let that be with you. Like, don't let people exploit that. Like, you put it out there, people are going to exploit that
Yeah.
100%. You can share your stories, you can share your experiences, you know what I mean? But then you got all these people that come out of the woodwork just to make money.
Yep.
Um,
And it, like you said, it's been 4 years, and now all of a sudden, with the release of the Netflix and the viral stance that Netflix took on it, everybody rode that train. Everybody.
yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll be honest, I was all over it. I was
Oh
like
yeah, it was in
falling
my feed
asleep.
like crazy, and I was eating it up.
Yeah, I was like falling asleep listening to phone calls in prison and listening
Yep.
to, you know what I mean, and trying to like decode the Carney,
Yep.
like I was, Ralphie from the Christmas Story when he was, doing his eat more Ovaltine,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm like
Exactly.
trying
Because there's so much.
I
I mean, there's like tons of things we didn't even touch on here. There's
know.
so many things.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this easily could be a 3-hour show because of
Yeah.
everything that has occurred. But
And been released. Yeah.
and been released, yeah. And I I'm happy that these phone calls are being released. I'm happy that people are seeing what kind of person she is. Like, here's the other thing too. I'm glad she chose to not have a jury. So Mackenzie Shirilla chose to not have a jury, to
Yep.
just
She had a
have the
bench trial.
judge. Just have a bench trial. She chose that. I think if there was a jury, I think she would have gotten away with it.
I think she'd have had a better chance for sure. Because
Yeah,
there would have been more sympathy to play on.
yeah. I think if there was a jury, it would have been a hung jury maybe, and it would have been dismissed. I don't think. I think, but because she chose that, it still just goes to the judge, and that judge wants her in jail for. She even said it to her. She goes, because I don't think, she's like, I don't see you getting out of jail.
Yep. Yeah, she's like, the only reason I'm not making you serve 15 back to like next to each other and only 15 together, like she said, I don't think you'll get out of parole. There's no way you've shown any sort of growth up until this point to make me think you would try.
She should have got a harsher sentence for sure.
I agree. I think the judge was worried about maybe backlash from that because like it was obviously not equal on both sides, like people for her and people against her. There was definitely more people against her, but I think she was worried about like because it got so sensationalized.
So sensationalized. Um, let's see. Yeah, people want to believe. So Flora is saying people want to believe. Sadly, it can cause us to drop our rational mind for sure.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, listen, I feel like I've had experiences with my dad and my mom. You know what I mean? And but those are mine, and I don't tell people because I need validation from anybody or I need somebody to tell me, yeah, you did or you didn't. I tell people because I really feel like I had, an experience with my mom and my dad.
Yeah.
So I really truly hope to God that they are getting, and DB, I hope that you're getting signs from your wife and your child. You know what I mean? I hope that people get signs from their loved ones, and try not to feed into all the BS that the paranormal field has totally taken a turn for the worse. Like, it's just become about money, unfortunately, and not truth and research and investigating and helping people. It's become, how much money can we make? Joan is saying, hi, Joan. Go check out Ladies Fright, by the way, everybody. Ladies Fright is a very good channel. She's awesome, Joan. Yes, I tend to note if I only find something in one source. Otherwise, I want to see something twice before I put it into a script.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
Facebook being a fact in Google search now is kind of frustrating.
and it's so weird.
Yeah.
I mean, half the stuff on Facebook is not true.
Yeah, so I will use the Google and it will present me things and I will correct it. I will tell you, like I've Googled things that I know for a fact because I found the sources, and Google will tell me, no, it's like this. And I'm like, no, actually it's like this. And it'll be like, oh yeah, you're right.
let's see. Florio said just too many people played copies of the audio that didn't have that distortion. Yeah. Like I know I've heard it. I just can't find it. There's because now that one is everywhere. Like when
Yeah, it's like oversaturating.
yeah. Like I can't find one that I can't find. I know I've heard I've believe me, I at nauseum I've watched videos. I know I mean, and I have an ear for EVPs. Like that is my thing. So I definitely, you know, somebody definitely enhanced that video. Unfortunately for the Russo family and the Flanagan family. You know, I want so badly for it to be real, but I don't think it is. Kiwi's asking, can someone found guilty of a crime be prosecuted again? I don't think so.
I think that's a double jeopardy situation.
Well, I think the family can civilly sue.
Okay.
So like OJ was found not guilty. He definitely cannot be prosecuted again after you're found not guilty. I know that for sure. But the family sued him civilly. They were allowed to take him to civil court and they won in civil court.
Yeah.
And he had to pay money. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Another thing that one of the former inmates of Ohio that was not with Mackenzie but knows a lot about the system said that the family has a say at her parole. If she doesn't like show remorse and let the family know she's remorseful, they're going to come protest her parole and they will make a difference.
I'll go to Ohio and protest that parole.
Right? And I'm sure there will be a lot of people on the family side there for it.
Yeah, yeah. She's hoping to get appeal. Well, her appeal was just denied.
Yes, because it was a day late, which I find really odd that her lawyers didn't know better.
First of all, her lawyers, like her first lawyer sucked.
Yeah. Yeah, that was bad.
He was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know she wanted to hire a new one, so I don't know if she got a new one, but if it's the same one, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So they claim that they were a day late because of leap year, and it kind of just felt intentional. Like, why would you wait an entire year for that? Wouldn't you like immediately apply for that?
Right. I honestly think she thinks like she's going to get out.
Yeah, I think she did too. Yeah.
You know, like I think she thinks like she's going to, but she's not showing zero. She's not showing anything. She's not showing any remorse. She's not throwing any guilt. She's not showing any like. She's not growing. Like she's not.
Yeah.
Doing
She's not experiencing punishment.
Right.
Is why. And I heard another former inmate talk about this, saying that if she keeps on the path she's on, they will send her to an actual women's prison where she doesn't have access to those things. So a lot of people are hoping that happens.
Yeah, and she should. She should already be there.
Yeah, because she's not experiencing punishment right now.
Nope, not at all. She's on the phone with her mom all day long.
All the time. And like you'll hear her say, "Hey, I'm about to run out of time. I'll call you right back."
Yeah. Because she has it on her commissary. She has like she can just keep. I mean,
yep.
Okay, so Kiwi's saying it seems unfair that she doesn't appear to be learning anything from the experience.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. This is what spoiled, rotten children turn into, the attitude.
Yep. Yeah, and her parents are not her parents; they're her friend.
They're totally her friend, and it's so crazy. So everybody says, shaking my head, the devil. Heck take doesn't work that way.
Right. Yep. Right. When I heard that video, I was so mad.
I just put you on the big screen. Remember Taryn's lady cave got flooded. Yes, I'm not in my room because it was flooded. It's still, we have to have a contractor come out, tear down the ceiling and so much work. So I'm not going to be in my studio for a while, unfortunately. What true crime channels do you recommend?
Well, I just watch tons of YouTube. What about you, Taryn?
So I do watch a lot of ID on Discovery. I do watch a lot of Netflix and Peacock. Peacock has some true crime documentaries on there. They're not as good as Netflix docs, but you know, and then YouTube, like you said, YouTube has a lot of true crime. ID on Discovery is good. And then I'm going to throw a little old favorite. It's not on anymore, but Homicide Hunter. Joe Kendra. Oh my God, I loved him so much. He was my boy. But yeah, I love true crime documentaries and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I get so into it. I just watched Maternal Instinct.
Same. That one was intense.
Whoo! That was intense. That was like I just, and a lot of the ones too I watch, a lot of the cult documentaries where
Yeah.
I just watched the what was his name? Samuel Bateman, maybe. It's called Trust. I'll have to look it up, but he's I don't know how people can get so brainwashed to give their children away.
Yeah. It's wild.
Anyway, we're going off. I would have voted guilty. Yes, I think we all would have. I mean, I mean, the evidence showed it. Like I remember first hearing about this, and I'm like, I remember commenting on something like, I'm not saying she's not guilty, but how do they know if the only two people that can confirm that are not here? And then you see all the evidence.
Yeah, they really investigated it hard too.
They did. I mean, they even had somebody come out and say, like, there was nothing manufacturally wrong with the car. And there's no medical records of her having any sort of seizures or POTS. There's no medical.
Yeah.
When you have POTS, you have to see a doctor for that.
Yeah, and also they ridiculed her lawyer for not bringing in a medical professional on her behalf.
Well, her attorney did nothing.
No, yeah. I think he didn't want her to, sometimes you get stuck with those cases you just don't want to win.
And Kim, one of my peaches, hey Kim, she says she deserves to be in jail. Trash, no remorse. She really has no remorse.
Yep. Yeah, she's all like she was in her hospital bed having survived that horrific thing, worried about her modeling career.
Yes. And even still, like she's so worried about social media and how she looks and all the things that she's getting and not getting and all the attention and she who said that, and who's like it's just crazy hearing it, and the parents are just as loony bin. I can't even explain it. You guys have to watch Chris Cuomo's 2 interviews with her mother and father. You're going to be like, what? And then listen to the phone calls with her mother.
Yeah, those are wild. There are so many YouTube videos, like hours long, of the phone calls.
But you know what's interesting? The Chris Cuomo video with the interview with the father, you can hear the mom in the background telling him what to say.
That's funny. On the phone calls too, she always yells at him to shut up.
Yeah. She doesn't want him to say anything for some reason because he's very aggressive. He's he gets
very emotionally volatile.
Yeah. So he's doing this interview with Chris, and you can hear him. You see him go like this, and he's like, "Yeah," and you can hear her. And when he had her on, he asked her about it.
Oh man, that's great! I love it.
They're too good. They're 2 good interviews. I mean,
I'm gonna check those out.
Yeah, you got to check it out. I mean, Floria says she wants to work on a list of ways to view true crime stories ethically. That would be awesome to work on a list together. Absolutely.
That would be cool. Yeah. I want to, whenever I have to touch on true crime, I always try, like the true crime I like to listen to usually tries harder to highlight the victims. And that's what I like to do.
I'm not going to read this out loud.
Uh-oh.
It's Kiwi.
Oh my gosh.
Can you see it?
Oh, wait, I lost it.
Oh, it's on the screen.
Where did it go?
It says Florio, clutching my pearls.
Yep, I see it now.
So let's say, So this is good. So Florio, she says, I like to think of memories as signs from them, or at least a way to remember them at times when we are in the middle of life and can forget.
I like that. That's really nice.
Yeah. So Kim is saying, I have corrected Google too, and it changed and agreed.
Yes, yes, it cracks me up when it does that. It's like, oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
She doesn't, and she said she also doesn't think it's real, that video, the audio of that video.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then Kiwi says, unfortunately, she will have a good life on the internet after she's released. Well, I'm
Yeah.
hoping that the families can do something about that.
Yeah, if they get that law passed, she won't be able to make money. Like, because that happened with Gypsy Rose too. As soon as she got out, she was a millionaire.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't believe that whole thing either.
Yeah, that's messy right now. Still, like, there's so much going on with that still.
Yeah, like I think she's like,
Oh, she spoke on Mackenzie. Did you know that?
no.
I forgot all about this. So Gypsy Rose did an interview and gave her thoughts on Mackenzie's incarceration. And she said, which I found so interesting, but she said that Mackenzie needs to grow up and start applying herself or she's never going to get out. And I was like, wow.
Okay. Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of there's all kinds of videos out about this whole thing, even on the paranormal side. I hate to tell you guys to go look it up because I hate to give these people any more, you know, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for.
Clicks and views.
Yeah, and any more,
Attention.
yeah, attention. Thank you. I would suggest, I definitely suggest the Big Sister Unhinged podcast. She's definitely doing this for a good reason, for a good cause. She started a fundraiser, and again, they're trying to get that law passed. So I'm sure any help will help the family out, just watching and liking and sharing out and whatever. Oh, you know what else I forgot to mention? I don't know if you've noticed this, but TMZ, who is a very big channel, they are Mackenzie favorable.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yeah, they are Mackenzie favorable.
Wow.
And even to the point where they shared a video of the police coming to Dom's house to tell his parents that he had passed. And the family has begged with them to take that video down, and they have yet to take that video down.
Wow. I did see that video. I did not realize it was TMZ that shared it. That's awful.
Yeah. Yeah. The family's like, why do you have such a personal.
Yeah.
Personal
it was heart-wrenching to watch too.
Oh my God. I was crying. I'm like, and then, like Dominic's sister talks all the time, like we keep trying to get it taken down and they won't take it down.
That's wild.
They won't take it down.
Again, clicks and views.
Like, how can you not care about how a family feels? Like, and how do you not have that sympathy and that empathy and
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I can see putting it up, and then if you hear like the family reaches out and says, please take it down. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You take it down and get it removed.
Right. Yeah. Have respect. Yeah.
And they just, they won't do it. It's really sickening,
That is.
And again, it's for the clicks and the likes and the views.
Yep.
Well, this has been interesting. Did we talk about is there anything that we didn't talk about that you wanted to touch on?
I don't think so. I think we got everything.
Yeah. Listen, just Google it and you guys will see it'll come up. There is so much. The phone calls are interesting to listen to.
Yes, they are.
It really paints a picture of the type of person that she is. When she was in court and she was going to trial, she tried to look all sweet and innocent. But she is not. She is literally, the devil made you do it. No, girl, you are the devil.
Yeah.
You are the devil.
Mhm.
And 15 years is not long enough.
No, especially in her cushy situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Like she's doing 7.5 years for 2 murders. So, each one is 7.5 years. She's doing 7.5 years for Dom
Yep.
and 7.5 for Davion,
Yep.
and it's just terrible.
Yep.
I want to thank everybody for joining us. Kiwi says, great discussion, ladies. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's different
It
from
was fun.
the
I
norm.
loved it.
Yeah, and it's different from the norm, but there is a little
Yeah.
paranormal mixed in there. You
Mhm.
guys again can check out all the paranormal like Stevie said, there's thousands of it.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And we watched the birth of it. Like you and I, as we
Yeah.
were interested in the case, we watched the birth of the paranormal side on TikTok.
I was like, no, it's happening.
Yeah.
God, no. And then all of a sudden the floodgates opened and here we are. And I was like,
Yep.
we're going to talk about the paranormal side of it too. But seriously, go check it out. It's in your own time, guys. If you have time, go just check it out and see for yourself what you think. I mean, some people believe in a lot of the paranormal side of things. So, maybe some of the videos you'll see, maybe you will believe. I personally, I think it's just people trying to make money off of it, and I think it's shitty. But yeah, really quick before we go, because I want to say this, and if I was a ghost spirit, if you will, and I passed away, and I had the capability of communicating with people that are still here on Earth, I would be going to my family.
Yep.
Not some
Agreed.
Joe Schmo in Indiana that's got a spirit box.
Exactly.
Me through
Yeah.
a freaking radio, and I'm going to come through. Or
Yep.
some blonde-headed lady that thinks that she can be possessed by people. I'm not going to go to her, and you know what I mean? Like, I am going to go to my family.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly. Yeah.
I just want you to keep that in mind. Like, think about that. Like, if you really think about that, like, why would they choose to go to somebody else? Because they're not going to get that message from these Joe Schmoes over here and paranormal. You know what I mean? If they want to get their message across to their loved ones, they're going to go directly to their loved ones.
Yeah. Not to mention the creators that are claiming to speak to them aren't contacting the family to give them comfort. They're putting it on the internet to make money off of it.
100%, 100%. And that's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. And it's shitty. And I wish people would
Yep.
stop watching them, but it is what it is.
Yep.
You should start watching Truth or Demons podcast.
You watch more Paranormal Brew.
All right. Stevie, thank you so much. I know you're a busy woman. But thank you for coming on and discussing this with me. Me and you have been talking about this for a long time, so I'm happy that we finally got to do this episode.
I was looking forward to it so much.
I want to thank everybody for being here. Next week I won't be on. I am getting knee surgery next week. Next Wednesday, I'm getting knee surgery. So I'll probably, if I can, do a replay of something, but I will. I try. I probably won't, but because I'm getting knee surgery that day, so I'm probably gonna be pretty out of it. But I'll try to go on the following week to see where I'm at. But I want to thank everybody for joining us. Jing, thank you so much. You're all the way in Indonesia, and it's probably like 1:00 in the morning, or I don't even know what time it is there. She's 8 hours ahead of us, so
Yeah. Good night. Thank you for being here.
amazing. Thank you, Florio, for being here. Everybody, thank you, everybody, for being here. We love you.
Thank you.
Until next time, sweet dreams.